Okay, hi Tammy. I'm going to try that 24-hour pizza dough, and I thought if you wanted to watch this video, you could make it along with me. Even though we can't be together, we can still do this recipe. So to make things easier as you follow along, get out all your ingredients. You need 500 grams of bread flour, which I have in this bowl. Bread flour has more protein, so it's better for structure and everything. I have my scale, and I have put the bowl on here. I pushed the button called tare to zero out the scale, and when I added my flour, I have 500 grams. Okay. You're also going to need 15 grams of sea salt, 2 grams of dry yeast, 5 grams of sugar, white sugar, 350 grams of room temperature water. I use bottled water, but you can use whatever. A teaspoon of oil is optional, okay? A whisk and a spatula. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your bread flour and you're going to add your sea salt. Okay, I don't need my scale because I measured everything already. Just going to whisk this nice, very easy. Okay, I'm going to add 2 grams of yeast. It's just the regular kind you get at the grocery store. Oops, I didn't get all my salt. And my 5 grams of sugar. Okay, and I'm just going to whisk that. Okay, see how easy this is? Okay, then I'm going to add 350 grams of room temperature water. The reason you're using grams is because it's a lot more precise, especially when making breads and pastries and stuff. And I'm just using my whisk to kind of give that a stir. It's going to look kind of ragged. Okay, just keep. What you need to do is you need to get all that flour incorporated. So it seems a little hard at first. If you need to add a little more water, you can. If it's a very humid day, you probably don't want to add more water. So I'm going to see how it goes. Try not to add more, but if I need to, if I just really can't get that flour to absorb in the bottom, then I would add a little more water. I'm just going to press my hands into the bottom to get the flour. Okay. Now I'm going to dump all this out onto my sill mat. Okay. And I'm going to add a teaspoon or 2 of oil, if I can open it. I should have added this in the bowl, but I didn't. Okay. And then I'm just going to mix that in. See, I have a little bit of flour still here. Not worrying about it yet. I'm going to, because I can feel the dough is tacky, sticky. So that's telling me I don't need more water. And then I'm just going to knead this for a couple minutes. And you can see it is really tacky, sticking to my hands. So what I might want to do is get a little flour for my hands. I should have kept a little bit of flour here just for my hands. I suppose you could do this in your mixer. I don't know if you have a KitchenAid mixer, but I suppose you could put your dough hook in there and just do this, but it only takes a couple minutes, so. Anyways, I hope you're having a nice day. It was nice to see you guys. I'll probably cut this part out of the video. After you knead it for 2 to 3 minutes, you're gonna, see, you definitely didn't want to add more. I didn't want to add more water because I'm having to flour my hands because it is sticky. So I assume you know how to knead. Just kind of push away with your heel, pull it back on itself, push it away, give it a quarter turn, push it away. All we're doing is we're building up the gluten structure to help it be elastic. And I love these sill mats if you don't have one. They're super nice. They're really easy to clean too. After I get this kneaded, I'm going to cover it, and I'm just going to use the bowl that I actually mixed it up in to be like a lid over top of it. And then I'm going to let it sit actually overnight for 24 hours, and then I can come back tomorrow and shape my dough balls. It makes 3 dough balls. And then I will, after I shape those, I will cover them again and let those rest for 3 hours. So those will be perfect because it's 11:30 right now in the morning. And so if I come back tomorrow morning and shape the dough balls, they'll be ready around 3 o'clock. And then I can, 2 or 3 o'clock, and then I can have them for an early dinner, or I can put them in the refrigerator and then use them like the next day or whatever. So, but you do want to let them warm up for a couple hours before you, minimum of 1 hour before you shape into your pie crust. Okay, so I think that's plenty. I can kind of feel it's getting stretchy, and it can kind of, it's more sticking together. It's still tacky, but that's okay. So all I'm gonna do is just do that. And I'm just gonna take my same bowl that I use, and I'm just gonna cover it. And that's it, I'm done for 24 hours. So pretty easy. And we'll check back in tomorrow.